All right, guys, we have been in the kitchen cooking up a bunch of boring but profitable YouTube niches that can make six figures or even more. Now, a bunch of these are going to be boring. Some of them are going to be a little bit weird, and hopefully all of them are inspiring and motivational to you to give you ideas for what YouTube niches you could do and also motivate you to do it yourself. So if you appreciate me making this type of video, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now. But a quick disclaimer before we jump in, I always want to be brutally honest with you. Most YouTube channels do not succeed on YouTube. Most people who try to start YouTube channels do not succeed. And that is why I'm doing a completely free live training. It'll literally be a Zoom call where you can ask me questions directly, literally like we're on a Zoom call together, and it'll be a one-time live workshop. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below in order to register for that. Oh, and if you miss it for whatever reason, still click that link because we might have another one in the future. All right, let's get into it. So number one on the list is going to be Tom Ailing. Now, this guy has a very interesting YouTube channel where he basically just talks all about rare books. So he basically runs a bookstore where you can go in person, but you can also order rare books online. And it's a very interesting niche. And the interesting thing is he doesn't have that many videos that have really popped off. His most viewed video was from about 1 year ago. So by the way, the channel is relatively new and it got around 243,000 views. And it's called Unlocking a 250-Year-Old Box of Rare Books.
Tiny little book of common prayer.
And if you look at a lot of these websites that guesstimate how much money people make, you'll see that the estimated revenue is only about $262. And his views is about 243,000 on that video. So that'd be about $1 per view, which is pretty bad. However, luckily, Tom is actually very transparent with his YouTube earnings, which I really appreciate that, Tom. Thank you for doing that. And he actually revealed how much he made from his channel. And in this video, he talks about how he made around $1 million in total revenue. So about $1.12 million in total revenue from his bookstore and his channel. And of course, the vast majority of his revenue comes through his YouTube channel, either directly or indirectly. And that's despite only making around $9,000 in AdSense. So most people probably think that if you make $9,000 in AdSense over a year, especially if you got 35 million views, that would be a massive failure. And your channel is probably not profitable because you probably spent $9,000 on the channel as well. But that's because most people do not know how to treat YouTube like a business. So just as an example, on this channel, Shane Hummus, I make about $20 per 1,000 views when it comes to AdSense. However, overall, I make around $400 per 1,000 views from all other revenue sources that come directly from YouTube. So these are things like affiliate marketing, consulting, sponsorships, coaching, and service work. So just because you see a channel isn't making that much money in AdSense does not mean that the channel isn't making money. If they're monetizing the right way, they can make far more money than what they make from AdSense. But that is a big if, and most channels don't do that, which again is why I'm doing the live training, so you can set yourself up for success by making your channel in the correct way. So click that link in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not miss out on it. Now let's talk about a channel that does make almost all of their money from AdSense. And that is gonna be Gentle Whispering ASMR. And this channel helps stressed or overstimulated people relax and fall asleep by creating ASMR calm escape videos that downshift their nervous system. And they typically do it by either teaching something or it's themed around some sort of time of the year, like Be My Christmas Tree, just as an example.
You are my Christmas tree.
And according to vidIQ, they're making about $10,000 to $31,000 a month. And that's with about 1.5 million views in the last 7 days. So that would be around 6 million views a month. Now, if you look at the most popular video on their channel, that would be sleep-inducing haircut, ASMR shampoo, page flipping scissors. That video got about 43 million views and made about $216,000 alone. So one video, she probably didn't even need to put that much effort into it, and it made $216,000. Now, one of the big secrets to this video is that it's not just ASMR. It doesn't just calm people. It actually solves a problem, which is helping people go to sleep, right? So this video has helped a ton of people go to sleep. That is basically what the video is designed to do. Now, she also re-uploads a lot of this stuff to Spotify, so she likely makes some decent money from there as well. And there's probably a few other ways that she can monetize the channel, but for the most part, she's very likely likely making most of her money just from AdSense with this channel, but it's a nice cash cow for her.
All right, quick break. I'm hanging out with my brother Zach right now. He's not a tech guy at all, and he made $214 in a single day on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you know that this week we are hosting a free one-time live workshop. So one thing that people struggle with the most is finding their niche, and that is why we actually created an AI called the Niche Validator that's going to help you find your niche or help you dial in your niche if you already have one. And we're going to be giving away this Niche Validator this week at a live workshop, and it's called the YouTube Content Advantage for Making Money in 2026. And if you're struggling to find your niche, or you don't want to commit months or even years to a niche that ends up not being profitable, then this is for you. So click the link in the description in the pinned comment below, and once you register, hit add to calendar so it shows up on your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. And if for whatever reason you're watching this in the future, still check the link in the description in the pinned comment below, because we may be doing another live workshop in the future, and it'll tell you when. Now, you'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you, and you'll also get an update on how this guy is doing on YouTube as well. So see you this week, and back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Next one is Steve Ramsey, and this is woodworking for mere mortals. So this is basically woodworking that's dedicated to beginners, specifically people who want to learn woodworking on a limited budget without a lot of space. So people who don't have like a giant shop or something like that. So if you look at their most popular, it's Impossible Nail Through Wood Trick, and that got 28 million views, but it was a while ago and it's really hard to guesstimate how much money that video made. So let's look at their second most popular video, which is what kind of finish should you use? Wood finishing basics.
You probably want to protect most of your projects
So for that video, it got about 7 million views and they made about $35,000. So that's pretty good. And if their other video got most of their views in relatively recent times, like within the last 8 years or so, that video also likely made a ton of money, possibly even up to $100,000 or more. Now, this channel has obviously made a ton of money from AdSense alone with over 335 million views. But the great thing about a channel like this is they do not have to rely on AdSense. They can make money from many other different ways as well. For instance, they have a monthly newsletter. I'm sure that they could sell stuff through that newsletter. They have lots of different affiliate links. For instance, how to set up a shop for $1,000, mytoollist.com. That might even be his website. Yeah, this is actually his website. And basically you'd sign up here, you'd send him information, and he's going to send you tools, and those tools are going to have affiliate links. And if you end up buying it, he gets a small percentage, probably something like 5%, but it really does add up when people buy millions of dollars worth of tools. And then he's got this one right here, the weekendwoodworker.com, which I'm guessing he probably is selling, maybe not directly on the website, but probably through his email list. He's selling some sort of course or maybe blueprints on how to do woodworking. Now, I'm pretty familiar with this niche. I've worked with other people in this niche, and I know that it is highly profitable. There are people making literally millions of dollars a month in the woodworking niche. So if he's monetizing his channel well, I would imagine that he's likely making 7 figures a year from this channel, and maybe even a lot more if he's doing a really good job monetizing. And by the way, if I cover anybody in this video and they happen to watch this video and you're like, hey, I'm not making that much money, that means you really need to sign up for my live training, because this is actually pretty common with YouTubers where they don't monetize very well, and it's actually pretty easy for them to fix that problem. So if that does happen to be you, once in a while I might be a little bit off or a little wrong, go ahead and sign up for my live training or just contact me directly. You can probably find a way to sign up for a strategy call either in the description or in my about section on the channel. And by the way, just to mention the live training, it's a one-time live training. I'm also giving away an amazing AI tool that we've been working on. At the time recording this video, I think I worked 80 hours on this tool in the last 2 weeks. So I've been putting a ton of effort into this tool to make it as good as possible. So make sure that you attend that live training. Click that link in the description and the pinned comment below, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, so next we're gonna be talking about this channel, Alex Finn, and this is a vibe coding channel. So he claims that he is the #1 vibe coding channel on YouTube. That may or may not be true, but I do like his content. I think it's pretty cool and it's pretty useful. Now it says here, according to vidIQ, he's making about $3,000 to $8,000 a month just from AdSense alone, and he's getting around 2 million views a month or 500,000 every 7 days. According to View Stats, he's making about $3.4 to $9.6 thousand a month, so it pretty much lines up, and about 1.31 million million views every month. Now, if you look at his most popular video ever, it's Claudebot is the most powerful AI tool I've ever used. So this was a recent AI tool that came out. I've been messing around with it as well, and it's pretty awesome.
It's called Claudebot. It is a 24/7.
And it says that he made about 3,000 from this video and it got about 600,000 views. With that being said, this is one of those channels where you're not going to be making all of your money from AdSense. This is one of those channels where you're going to make the vast majority of your money from things outside of AdSense. So let's go ahead and look into that. First of all, he says right here in his description that he built a $300,000 a year AI app without writing a single line of code. I'll show you how to do the same. So I'm guessing he very likely promoted that app on his YouTube channel. He also has a newsletter here where he has over 40,000 subs, and he links to a Twitter or X channel. And on that channel, he has over 300,000 followers, and I wouldn't be surprised if he drove a lot of those people from YouTube. Now, if you look in his description, he has a website. It's vibecodingacademy.dev. And if you look at that website, it's all about mastering OpenClaw and building a 24/7 team of AI employees. You click join the academy here, and it is going to link you to school. And he's got about 377 members, all paying about $97 a month, which means he's making around $35,000 a month just from this one alone. But that's actually not the only one he promotes. He's promoting a lot of other stuff as well. And for instance, for consulting or even agency work of just setting things up for people, he could likely be making easily into the 6-figure per month range. And if he's not, and he sees this, he really needs to book a call with us because he absolutely should be making that much with this channel. But confirmed with this channel, he's making at least $40,000 to $50,000 a month from all these different sources. But on the very, very conservative side, with all of these different sources added up, he's making at least $40,000 to $50,000 a month with this channel. All right, this next channel is very niche and very interesting. I think it's actually a very brilliant channel too. It's a small one, and this channel is all about forgiving yourself and forgiving others. And it's for adults who feel stuck, anxious, depressed, or low confidence, and they want to build mind mastery. Now, this is Walter E. Jacobson, MD, and he basically teaches practical psychiatrist-backed tools, CBT-style reframes, emotional regulation, communication skills, mixed with spiritual and common sense mindset techniques. And of course, he uses this channel to get clients for his psychiatry practice, and he also has a book called Forgive to Win. Now, he posted a video very recently called How to Forgive Yourself.
If you want to know how to forgive yourself, you got to forgive others.
And this video got over 500,000 views. And I would imagine that this video probably generated thousands and thousands of leads for his psychiatry practice. So this is a good example. You know, the channel's not that big. It's around 47,000 subs. He doesn't get that many views. And of course, I can't prove that he's making money, but I mean, he wouldn't be posting to YouTube consistently if he wasn't getting leads, for instance, for his practice. And by the way, one of the best ways to get leads, especially for higher ticket services, that takes a little bit of extra work, obviously, but it is a really good way, is to actually write a book and then promote it with social media, because people will read the book and then they'll want to work with you directly, or they'll want to, you know, get more information from you, maybe via a course or a group or something like that. All right, the next one is going to be Pilgrim Devotions, and this is a channel that is made by Lawrence Blair, and it talks about his journey of faith through Christian devotion. So I saw this channel pop up. I thought it was very interesting, and this is, of course, an older gentleman. He's likely not too tech savvy, and his videos are dead simple. He basically just turns the camera on and he starts talking. He doesn't even have a thumbnail or anything like that. And this type of content, I call it raw, authentic content, is working incredibly well right now. And this is the type of content that actually works for a lot of niches out there. Many, many niches. If you want to find if it'll actually work for your niche, attend the live training by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment below, and we can definitely help you with that. But he posted this video about 5 months ago that really blew up his channel, and it was called Paul's Desert Years: God's Preparation for Your Calling.
God's preparation in the life of Paul.
And this video really blew up his channel, and then he posted some follow-up videos after that that really started doing well too. Now, if you look in his links, he has basically donation links, and then he has a give, send, go. And I'm sure a lot of people have done that. With that being said, I'm not sure he's really trying to monetize this channel. He's just trying to get the word out. But with that being said, he has a bunch of different donation links. He's got a Stripe link, a buy me a coffee, a give, send, go, etc. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's making 6 figures from this channel now, especially now that it really took off. Because it does say that he's making about $1,000 to $2,900 a month just from AdSense alone. alone. But typically with these older demographic channels, they make far, far more than that. In fact, there's one channel that I work with, RJ the Unretired, and when he first started, he was already making $40 per 1,000 views, or even up to $60 per 1,000 views with his videos. So this right here would assume that he's making less than $10,000 per 1,000 views. And I would assume because he's a bit older, he probably attracts an older demographic. Older demographics have more money, and therefore advertisers pay more money to get in front of them. And I would assume that he's making at least $20 per 1,000 views, which would mean he's making almost $8,000 a month in AdSense alone. Plus with the other donations, that's probably over $8,500 a month at least. And that would mean that he's making 6 figures a year. And guys, I have my finger on the pulse of all the trends that happen on YouTube. And what I'm seeing right now is that older demographics, older channels are blowing up left and right. It is easier than ever for you to blow up if you are an older person, right? Or an older creator, if you want to call it that. And you can do it with very simple, raw, authentic content. And that's something I'm going to be teaching. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below to check that out. Now, I know that 99% of people who watch my videos are just going to watch them, enjoy them. They might attend the live trainings, enjoy all the free value and the free content that I give, but they're never going to work with myself or my team one-on-one. And that's totally fine. I always want to give way more value than I receive. With that being said, if you are in that 1% or maybe even less of people who do want to work with us one-on-one, who want to be handheld, who want somebody who just literally walks them through the entire process and kind of carries them across the finish line. And if you're very serious about growing and making money on YouTube, right? So someone who either wants to go pro, or they're already a pro and they want to take it to the next level, or they're a business owner and they want to get more leads from YouTube, then go ahead and book a call in the description of the pinned comment below. And if you can't find the link to book a call down there, then look in my about section on YouTube. And on this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. You will get value from the call, whether we end up working together or not, but only do it if you're very serious about growing and making money on YouTube. We only accept about 18% of the people who apply, so make sure you're really serious, and I would look forward to working with you. With that being said, you can click right here to check out somebody that I did work with, and we 10x'd their business. We basically took their business to the next level, and you can check that out by clicking right here.